90% of music production goes all the way to final mix, but if you have no idea what's happening on the last 10%, all of that hard work goes straight down the drain. Now, what I'm about to show you is exactly what you need to do to get industry standard Grammy-winning quality in your music. Why listen to me? Because I've done it. I'm the owner and founder of mastering.com. And you know, with a name like that, you know I'm serious about one thing, and that's mastering. Over the past decade, we have mastered over 30,000 songs and have trained hundreds of producers to step up their game by applying pro-level mastering to their music and help them start offering their pro-level services to paying clients so that they can make a substantial income doing what they're great at and what they love. But most of the time, the people that we work with don't care about money. They just want the music that they create to sound exactly how it sounds in their head. Hundreds and hundreds of music producers that we've worked with have leveled up, landed huge record deals, generated serious income, replaced their mastering engineer, and the list goes on. So if you're serious about your music, serious about replicating the sound you have in your head, and serious about making this more than just your hobby, you're definitely in the right place. So let's jump in. There are only 3 things that you need in order to get Grammy-winning quality in your music. The first is to build industry-standard instincts. The second is to turn yourself into a pro. And the third is to leverage your skill sets to grow as a producer. Let's start with the first one, building industry-standard instincts. In order to do this, you need to ignore plugins, tips and tricks, and all that nonsense, and just concentrate on 2 things, you in your room. You need to develop and train your ears and mind by hearing what's coming through your speakers and translating that into frequencies. The way you do that is with constant ear training to stop thinking like a creative producer and start thinking like an objective listener. Now, once you do that, you need to close the horrible feedback loop between your ears, your speakers, and your room. You then need to work tirelessly to set up your room to be an objective listening environment so you can make correct decisions when you're mixing and mastering. Once you have trained your ears and precisely tuned your room, you've now built a foundation to finally achieve the sound that you have in your head. Okay, next you need to turn yourself into a pro. What I mean by this is you really need to ignore the what and the how. In other words, it's not about the tools, it's how you use the tools. Trust me, you don't need a secret plugin to get the sound that you have in your head. And you don't need another mixing or mastering template. You need a mental template so you can start making professional decisions regardless of the tools that you're using. And once you do that, you can start working through getting a mental process to take your tracks from semi-pro to true industry standard professional grade quality. Once you do all of that, you'll ultimately be able to call yourself a true pro at what you do. Don't get me wrong, having the right plugin and gear is crucial to get the final sound, but it just ultimately falls short unless you know how to use them the way a professional does. Otherwise, you'll just end up using automated algorithms to master your tracks. And that would be bad. And finally, you need to leverage your skills to grow as a producer. You see, most producers don't even have the imagination of what they're capable of once they're able to produce final industry standard quality with their music. Once you're able to recreate the sound that you have in your head, you can then start charging top dollar for your services and start making a substantial income doing what you're great at and what you love. Even if you don't plan on becoming a full-time producer or mixing and mastering engineer, once you can get pro-level quality with your own music, you can now finally break through into the industry in a major way by landing sync licensing deals, collaborating with major players in the industry, or just have pristine sounding records. Either way, once you've applied pro-level mastering to your music, you need a custom game plan to leverage that pro-level quality to start opening doors into the industry so that you can significantly change your life. Now, having said all that, it's not going to be easy to execute on all this. In fact, the best and fastest way to help get you there is to ignore all the noise on YouTube and find a real pro to work closely with to get you there faster. That's why I created a brand new free training to show you how to get Grammy-winning industry standard quality in your music and start offering this service to others so you can make a substantial income doing what you're great at and what you love, all while focusing in and understanding the dark art of audio mastering. Now, you really need to jump on this because you won't find any of this information on YouTube, and it's built specifically for producers who want to step up their game and get serious about mastering. So click the button on the bottom of the screen now to check out the free masterclass. Inside this training, you'll learn how to achieve the sound you have in your head, how to master your music like a true professional so you can fill in the last 10% of your music production process, how to achieve Grammy-winning sonic quality without the use of expensive analog gear, why you don't need a secret plugin to get loud, clear, punchy, dynamic final masters, how to charge pro-level rates for your services and make a substantial income doing what you're great at and what you love, and a whole lot more. So click the button now to get access to this free masterclass. That's all, guys. I'm really excited for you to take your music to the next level, and I'll see you in the training.